Jpo 303 channel on my Formula 1 26 My Team Jpo Career mode, and this is episode number 9, and we're going to be racing at the first of 2 Spanish Grand Prix. But the first Spanish Grand Prix is the original one at the Barcelona Catalunya, episode number 9. This is the Spanish Grand Prix of our Formula 1 26 My Team Jpo Career mode. You guys missed the previous one. It was episode number 8. We were racing at the Monaco Grand Prix. It was our first crown jewel race of the season. If you missed that one, episode number 8, be sure to check it out and go to youtube.com/speedjpo303. And then also you can go to twitch.tv/speedjpo303 by following up to my channel, and then clicking on the red bell to your right, subscribe to my channel to youtube.com/speedjpo303. Then leave your links and comments down below, chat with my channel, and then also make a comment and then bring those big thumbs up as well. If you want to check out AI videos, you could go to TikTok at SpeedJpo303 and Pavo Varero Instagram, and then DeviantArt/SpeedJpo3. Well, it was a denominant going. Well, we almost had the pole position at the Monaco Grand Prix, and it gave us into P3, so that was our best start of the season for the Audi. And we did a remarkable job over there getting the third place position, but then we were able to pass a couple of cars, and with the smaller cars it worked out beautifully at the Monaco Grand Prix, and then had a dominating race, and then at the end we held on into the rain, and then also won the thing with only the 2 cars that were on the lead lap. Well, we have rain once again, but it will happen in the beginning of the race, and then later on it will be clearing out, but qualification it will be clear. And Audi has been on a roll so far for the first 8 races of the Formula 1 season, and we have Pepi Marti has been taking a commanding lead over Lando Norris with 208 points, and then 131 points for Norris. He had his worst race of the season at the Monaco Grand Prix by finishing P11, and ever since his DNF he has not been the same ever since. And George Russell doing a good job closing in on Lando Norris for P2 in the standings, and then Charles Leclerc had the runner-up. In 3rd place, George Russell. As Max Verstappen, he's been doing pretty steadily so far. But the Williams teams have been the biggest weak set of the season. You see Victor Martins is still 13th in the standings, but see if he can try to receive more points. Hopefully we do a good job over here at the qualification here at the Spanish Grand Prix. Let's hope we can get another top 5 start. Let's get ready for episode number 9.
It's qualifying Saturday here in Barcelona, and time to see who'll get an important pole position on a track where overtaking is possible, but it's often tricky.
They are getting ready for the Spanish Grand Prix. This is the first of 2 Spanish Grand Prix of the season, and later on in the season we'll be going to the new inaugural circuit at the Madring, which will be coming on later in the season. Let's get ready for qualification. Our best time should be about 1:16. Our next race will be another Formula 1 race. We'll be racing at the Austrian Grand Prix for episode number 10. And then we'll have MotoGP action. The next one, hopefully get a better outing in the Indonesian Grand Prix.
Okay, I'm afraid we've dropped to P24. That's P24. been pushed down to P23. P23.
Man, it went from 1 minute 16.474 up into P3. You still had enough battery charge into it, and we got it. So P3, that is a great start there for the Audi. Verstappen and Lando Norris are second and first, and then Lewis Hamilton, George Russell rounds up into the top 5. We have to continue having the fast pace up there in the second qualifying session. Okay, the second qualifying session. We just have to keep managing the battery and keep juicing it up.
We've dropped to P17. P17.
It was a little bit slower that time. It was a little bit faster with a minute 16.316 down into P8. But we still made it. Yes, we still made it into the third qualifying round. But now we really have to reel it in and get it going. If we reel it in into the next qualifying session, then we'll be able to get into the top of the pole position. Well, let's try and get it, or at least try to get a top 5 out of this one. be in P10. I really want to try to get the fastest lap.
You've dropped to P10, your 5th row of the grid now. Come on, let's go again.
Oh, that's not going to help.
Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started.
Make
Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Keeping up the pace of it with this thing. Well, because the braking on it is just still stuffing in, and then it doesn't want to go. Just can't wait until next year until I get a new steering wheel. So that way the pedaling will be far much normal and more better. All right, we're starting in P10, so we're getting ready for the race here at the Spanish Grand Prix. It's going to be a struggle at the start of the race because now we have no... because remember, we don't have the boost to go in there. We have to wait until the dry conditions at the halfway point until we can get into to the dry conditions. And then once we do that, then it should be able to move up normal again. So we'll see what we can do here at the Spanish Grand Prix for episode number 9. The first of 2 Spanish Grand Prix at the Barcelona Catalunya. See, we could have a whale of a race for the Audi.
Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. We're back in Barcelona, familiar territory for all our drivers and I'm sure fans around the world too. But this year, a brand new name. Welcome to the Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix. Well, it's not often it rains here. The rain in Spain obviously falls mainly on the plain, but today we've had a deluge and that's going to pose a few tricky problems for our drivers. So take it steady and keep off the curbs, and through turns 3 and 9, you've really got to watch out. Can't wait for this one to get underway. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And Max Verstappen lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Hamilton, Carlos Sainz and Russell, Piastri, Antonelli, Hadja and Pepe Marti, Lawson, Ocon, Alex Albon and Lindblad, Gasly, Colapinto, Nico Hulkenberg and Fernando Alonso, Bottas, Behrman, Bortoletto, Martins, Perez and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? Alongside me here in the commentary box today, former racing driver extraordinaire Naomi Schiff. Look, we know it's not where you start, it's where you finish, but let's talk about the start now. What's there to help the drivers get away well?
Well, the race is certainly not won in the first lap, let alone turn one. However, what you can do is prepare yourself ahead of time. Visualize what could potentially happen, different scenarios and where you could place your car, and that will better prepare you to make the right decision with instinctive timing.
Right, mate, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but I want you to treat it like any other race. Let's not make any unnecessary risks, please.
And remember, this is Pepe Marti's home race in the Spanish Grand Prix at the Barcelona Catalunya. And it's a rainy start out there, but let's see if they can put on the... well, we really would love to put on the Inters. Well, let's take a look at some of the others. Well, everybody's going to go with full wets. Well, I think it's better to go with full wets because later on in the race it will be clearing up, and then we could go with the Inters. Then after that, then we could go with the slicks. But it is going to be a tough race out there because now we don't have the booster to move forward or anything else. So we'll try to treat it like it is, and then see at the end that we could try to catch them. So we start in P10, and let's hope that we can try to move away, and hope weather will cooperate in the next race in episode number 10 when we go to the Austrian Grand Prix.
So the rain's easing off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while. Be careful. Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get a good launch as the race starts. Okay, so that's the rest of the grid
All right, we're
forming
ready
up
to
now.
go
Be
for the,
patient and
episode
watch for
number
those
9.
lights.
All right, we're going to let it out. We're underway. Spanish Grand Prix. Especially the lane Watson, and then got ricocheted a little bit by Pierre Gasly.
In this lap, push now. Okay, Victor's in the pits, he's coming in for his stop now.
Man, we should have headed for the increase.
Okay, people are starting to set some decent times on intermediate tyres. It could be time for us to change over too. Okay, go, go, go. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Pit strategy complete.
And look at that,
See
it
these
puts us
tyres
right
through
into
to the
the
end
lead.
now.
That was an amazing pit stop there, and an amazing strategy to stay out there on lap 2. And look at this, and we are now into the lead. If any of these drivers did they pit? I don't think they did. I think they put on the inters. I think most of the back markers put on inters rather than putting on wets. And look at this, and Victor Marti is in 3rd place. But we don't know what happened there. I think it was too crowded into the pits, but I think we did a great job of taking another lap at it and then coming into the pits. And look at that, we are now leading the Spanish Grand Prix. This was a marvelous strategy for the Team Jpo 45, eliminating running first and third. And Bottas in the caddy is now running in second place. Can you believe this? Valtteri Bottas?
You've got a 4-second lead over the car behind. 4 seconds.
The Team Jpo 45 are running first and fourth, and then now we see some first time most of the backmarker drivers taking on the inters, and they're in the top 5. I already got about a 4.3 second lead over Valtteri Bottas in the caddy. And then Pierre Gasly is in third place in the outline. Mr. Martins, our teammate, is in fourth place.
Tyre condition still looking good. Radar showing a clear patch on its way. There's about 10 more minutes of this rain.
And this is fantastic so far. We're still holding a 4.3 second deficit over Valtteri Bottas. Pierre Gasly and our teammate, Victor Martins, having the best race of this season, running in P4. And we're already 7.6 seconds ahead of them. These back markers. I think this was a magnificent move. Maybe it's on the next lap to pit. The track is getting faster every time. We're already pulling away from Valtteri Bottas for about almost 5 seconds here in the Spanish Grand Prix. And we have, for the first time, Audi'S running first, third, and fifth. We're running first, second. Well, second is Ducati. The Alpine is in third. That's a Mercedes. Fourth is Audi, and then fifth is also another Audi, Nico Hulkenberg. The Audi result team, and there's the Team Jpo 45 Audi.
The weather's certainly eased off for the time being, but we've still got a lot of standing water out there. We're happy for you to stay out on the inters for now.
And this turned out to be a great, beautiful strategy for the Team Jpo 45. They're finally getting the pit strategy into a nice form.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 8.3 seconds.
I think some of the backboard was trying to put into it. And that made it a tremendous strategy for the others, and especially our teammates like Victor Martin. But this is also great for us, for the constructor standings as well. And I still cannot believe that he took the lead like this. Because I think it was overcrowded on pit road, but I think we're going to have lesser amount of people on pit road that when we put on the slicks, and we're not far away from that. Well, miracles can happen here at the Spanish Grand Prix in Barcelona. Also, this weekend, we want to congratulate George Russell for winning the Austrian Grand Prix. That's the race that we're going to go to next. We still have no announcement yet on the IndyCar preview, but it may not be far behind, but we'll have it to you on the Team Jpo 303 channel. When that announcement that comes out, we also know that NASCAR 26 is coming up. Because we're not going to be doing any more of the NASCAR 25 day because we want to get into the chase format rather than the playoff format. Activated. Pepi Martin leading, and then Victor Martinez is in fourth place. Also, a big congratulations to Syrian Mountains for winning the Sonoma race last weekend. He did a tremendous job. I think he's going to make it into the Chase Top 16. All the coverages are now on TNT. Because the last four broadcasts, the next one will be at Chicagoland Speedway. Not wait to go back to that track. And Formula One goes to their second Grand Prix race of the season. That's the British Grand Prix. My goodness, that's been an all-time speed.
It's
is
still
now
not a
up in the
perfect
P4.
situation, but I don't think we've got cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
And we're getting faster and faster every lap here because the radius will begin to taper off. But it's an incredible race of the season so far for Valtteri Bottas in the Caddy. Playing in second place. This is the first time the Caddy has ever been in this position. Cassidy's in third place and Ocon just got around. Who's doing a great job. Those are the guys that have put on the influence.
Weather's changing now. We're going to have to change strategy, so it's time to box.
Oh, it's time now to go to the splits.
Copy.
That is the perfect time to go for the split tires. But remember, the battery boost is not activated yet, but it will be activated. Remember, everybody else is pitting because the rain is beginning to taper off.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
And we're going to take on the hard tires first. And then go to the mediums, and everybody else is pitting as well.
Okay, Victor's in the pits. Victor is in the pits now. Okay, let's go now. Come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. All right, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy.
Bottas is still running in second position, but look who's running in third. Esteban Ocon gets a nice pit stop and moves up into third. Gasly fourth, and then Sainz in fifth. And he needs a good run as well too. He's been having a disastrous season with attrition issues with the Williams. He needs to have a good finish in his home race, but Pepe Marti is doing a far more better job than Sainz is because these are their home race season, especially for Fernando Alonso. I bet the whole crowd right now is screaming on Pepe Marti, going Marti, Marti.
The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind running hard tyres.
Last pit stop will be on lap 39. We're going to stay on these hards for a while. We pitted on lap 12, so now we're going to have to wait until lap 40. That'll be our final pit stop to put on the mediums.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Now we're seeing our top contenders that are coming into the picture. Charles Leclerc now in fifth place.
Gap to your teammate behind, 31.4 seconds. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far.
But we are now flying out there. We are absolutely just killing this race. And that strategy was in lap 2, staying out there. And then coming into the pits with less crowded field. And now leading this race under 26 seconds of his outward Volta. And Sainz is on the move so far, and now he moves up into P2.
was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race.
Almost a minute 18 on race speed.
Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Spanish Grand Prix to start the race in 10th position, stay out there for an extra lap. Look where we are, leading by about 32 seconds, and Carlos Leclerc is now trying to get around Carlos Sainz for P2. And we see a lot of our heavy hitters getting to Marti Benson. The Max Verstappen in the Ford is now in the P4 getting around Ocon. laps on the inters and then changed over to the slicks. Now it's dried out after. We're having a huge sizable lead after that strategy that we pulled off on lap 2. 34 seconds down, and now we're 34 seconds down over Charles Leclerc. They've done a great job of moving up into the field and getting back to contention of this race.
Okay, so we're not wearing tyres at the rate we expected to. I want you to stay out a little longer. Extend, extend.
Well, we told you the
Confirmed.
deadline was going to be on lap 40, so mediums will last for about the last 26 laps when we get in there.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Caution, caution. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Oh no, our teammate Victor Martin is out of the race. Oh, his motor blew. That is the second motor blow of the season for Victor Martin.
Green flag.
Man, Victor Martin was having the best race of the season, running as high as fourth place, and he blew his motor on lap 27, and he's out of it. Oh, what a tough break. Tough break for Victor Martin in the other car, and that is the second year of the season.
Victor's out of the race.
That is just a shame. But meanwhile, Carlos Sainz wants to taste the second place again over Charles Leclerc. And Leclerc is saying no. race for Isaac Hodger either. In 15.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Spanish Grand Prix at Barcelona. Everybody is still leading, has a very big lead, over 53 seconds for the Carlos side. We believe we have two Spaniards, 1 and 2 right now. And it's also a terrific day for Carlos Sainz in second place in the winners. did show the winner's circle, but it didn't show everything else. It was still a good episode. Terrific lead for the Williams. Carlos Sainz is running in second, but looks like that's his teammate Alexander Albon in the top 10. Hey, Williams is going to get some great points over here today. Carlos Sainz still holds on.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Man, Albon really wants that 927 away from Lewis Hamilton. Not the way later on it because I just went by to get him the lap down. Now we have 8 cars on the lead lap. Stopping right now is pitting early.
Okay, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can. Box,
Final
box,
pit stop
box.
of the day in the Spelberg Grand Prix at Barcelona. Pepe Marti's got a huge lead, and we're on our way to getting our second win of the season. Here goes Pepe coming in.
Okay, there seems to have been a problem attaching the right rear wheel. We need to try and put that behind us, and let's finish this race strong.
Well, that's all right.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
accelerated a little bit too quickly when we're coming off the band, but that's all right. And look who's heading up into second position is Max Verstappen. Barcelona. I'll be looking for another impressive winner. It's going to be nominated performance for Pepe Marti.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
That was nice work for Pepe Marti. 17.932. Doing some great laps here at the Spanish Grand Prix. Nicely pulling away from number third. Peter Williams trying to get their first podium of the season. And a much needed run for Carlos Sainz. They're holding off on Max Verstappen because Max Verstappen on the hard tires is setting a great pace.
job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Looks to me that Ford is taking advantage of her here at the Spanish Grand Prix.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
we might have everybody on the lead lap, everybody on the lap down. Maybe taking George Russell out there. Lose that battle for that final podium spot between Carlos Sainz and Carlos Sainz. About 9 laps to go in this race.
Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good.
be the first time in a long while that we've had everybody in the field. Pepi Marti has now left everybody in the field here at the Spanish Grand Prix.
Okay, so overtake mode active. We'll get some extra power from the hybrid system now. Use boost on the next long straight to get past.
The overtake power. With just about 2.5 laps remaining, and for the first time this season, we have now outlapped the whole field here at the Spanish Grand Prix. Finale has now moved up in the P5, passing his teammate, George Russell. Both times early in the race was running in second, and now he's dropped to 16. It's something just where we are with the caddy car. Way loose. So it's coming off of the
Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Okay, clear.
One more time around in the Spanish Grand Prix of Barcelona. This is the final lap of the race. It's been a very dominating performance for Pepe Marti. Looking for another win, the first win for Audi here at the Catalunya. We'll be able to scoop it over later on in the season when we go to the new Spanish Grand Prix at the Madring. Episode number 10. And we go to Austria for the Syrian Mountains Red Bull Ring, the Austrian Grand Prix. Phenomenal performance and another impressive win for Pepe Marti. Outlapping everybody in the field. Then on lap 2, pulled it off beautifully. And the rainy strategy and staying out there for an extra
Pepe
lap.
Marti can see the checkered flag and can now stand on the top step of the podium. It's victory for Pepe Marti.
5 wins in a row. That is an incredible achievement. I don't know if anyone can stop them at this stage in the game. What a great job.
Accomplishment and incredibly dominating effort for Pepe. The strategy worked out beautifully.
Here comes your top 3 making their way down to the podium for what can only be described as a fantastic day for Formula One. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Well, what a beautiful finish it was, and outlapping everybody in the field for Pepe Marti and getting an extra 25 extra points. And Max Verstappen gets his best run of the season. We're getting second place with the Ford, and then Charles Leclerc third in the Ferrari. Carlos Sainz fourth, and George Russell rounds up the top five, and he was able to get it by beating over Kimi Antonelli. And then Lando Norris seventh, Lewis Hamilton, Isaac Hadjar. Whoa, what a good job for Oscar Piastri, moving back up into the field from 7th all the way to 10th. He gets the top 10. And then Ocon, Alexander Albon, Pierre Gasly, and Fernando Alonso into the top 14. Let's take a look at the standings, and now we have creeped the lead right now over Lando Norris, 233, while Lando Norris has 137. 126 for George Russell, Charles Leclerc 123, and then Oscar Piastri in the top 5 with 107. And that closes the gap into the constructor standings, because both McLarens didn't do well. So because with Lando Norris being in 7th place and then Oscar Piastri getting a top 10. Look what the difference is right now for the top 2. Now we are only down about minus 10 points now over the McLaren. We have 244, 234, 193 for Mercedes, Ferrari with the 169, and then 118 for Red Bull Ford. Let's go ahead and look at the highlights. In the beginning of the race, it rained for only 12 laps in the race. But the moment of the race was in lap 2, where everybody pitted to go to inters and stay it out. we still beat our rivals from Mercedes. Excellent racing it was at the Spanish Grand Prix. And we should be able to have the same results in the next race when we go to the Austrian Grand Prix.
Hey, Chief. We have a part or two ready for development because they
Well, we
finished
got a lot
research.
of parts coming up.
Let's get
for
that
the
in
next
motion,
race.
shall we? Head to
Be
engineering for
able to
more
be
info.
all completed and ready to go when we go to the Austrian Grand Prix. And this car is absolutely going to be lightning fast when we go to the Austrian Grand Prix at the Red Bull Ring for the next one. Well, we'll be able to see 460 points with the mechanical failure that Victor Martins had a crucial problem on. So that will be able to prevent it from happening in the next one. And our performance is looking good so far because now we're in Tier 2 in the workforce and the passive sponsorship in the constructors' point standings, and now we already beat Mercedes. But excellent racing it was at the Spanish Grand Prix. Absolutely a wonderful job of all the crews here in all the crews that they've done a great job with this race and given us a great opportunity and a great material and great performance it was in the Spanish Grand Prix of Barcelona, outlapping everybody into the field. I think the next one should be let's go with durability. So let's try to get the durability up and then everything else. See if we have enough room for the power. Valve timing, and then also the valve timing, and then all the other parts that will come along for the next race at the Austrian Grand Prix for episode number 10. Excellent racing and dominating effort it was, and a great strategy it was leading this race without any issues or any problems. We've had a beautiful performance at the Spanish Grand Prix. Let's see if in the next one can we have the same results performance with the Red Bull Ring in the Austrian Grand Prix in the next one. And hopefully both our cars will do a good job, and then hopefully Victor Martins will rebound in that next race. That will do it for our Speed Jpo 303 coverage. We'd like to thank everyone so much for watching on the Speed Jponator on the Speed Jpo 303 channel. It was an excellent race, outlapping everybody in the Spanish Grand Prix. We had one of the most unbeatable cars we had all season long. And the results so far, we're taking a look at it right now. Already 7 wins so far for Audi. But the next one, we do well at the Austrian Grand Prix. And then the next one will be our fourth sprint format race in the British Grand Prix. That'll be episode number 11 at the Silverstone Circuit. And the fifth one will be at the Netherlands. And we have the one and only Italian Grand Prix in Monza. See how we can do pretty well in the Austrian Grand Prix for the next one. I believe we have a very good car by then. Very good job, a very good outing going here at Barcelona. Already 7 wins under our belt. Can we go for number 8 when we go to Austria? Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you to the next one tomorrow. See how we do at the Red Bull Ring at Syrian Mountains in Spelberg. Until then, so long everyone from the Speed Jpo 303 channel.